Arizona still under attack for SB1062 days after it was vetoed.
And political experts say all the outcry shows Arizona's lawmakers may be out of touch with the people they represent. ABC 15's Mary Ellen Resendez spoke with voters. And Mary Ellen, what are they telling you?
You know, Steve, I hit the lunch crowd early, and we're talking to people who were following the issue, and they found that it definitely caught their attention. In fact, most of the voters that I spoke with just seemed befuddled that SB 1062 even came about.
You're going to see many things throughout your life that contradict your religion, that contradict your politics. But the key is to still have kindness.
SB 1062 may be dead, but it's still very much alive in conversations. Political experts expect it will take months for Arizona to live down the passing of the controversial religious rights bill and the firestorm around its veto.
It kind of alarmed me more than the previous bill did. This was one that absolutely, there was not an incident I felt that set it off.
It says to me there's a huge disconnect between the legislature and the rest of the world. But we're still living the legacy of Martin Luther King, SB 1070, now this.
In the wake, political expert Mike O'Neill says Arizona does have a black eye, and many voters agree.
It would be nice if we could believe all of our politicians really had the best interest of their constituents at heart and what's best for our communities and country. But unfortunately, a lot of them have what's best for them.
But is 1062 a big enough eye-opener to get voters to change the tide? O'Neill doesn't believe voters can do much about it simply because of the strong ties between party lines and district lines. O'Neill says of the 17 Republicans in the last election, 14 had no opposition in the primaries.
There were only 3 who had to face significant opposition, not significant. 3 had to face any opposition whatsoever.
It's hard to bring about change when you are unhappy with a politician or anything, you know, if you don't make your voice heard.
Well, we'll certainly know in August if SB 1062 has enough firepower to motivate voters in the primaries. Now, in the last primary, only about 28% of the voters even showed up. And Katie and Steve, O'Neill believes it's going to take more than voters to change our politicians. He believes we're going to need to change the entire system.
Certainly starts with voters, though. People got to vote if they want change.
Thank you, Mary Ellen.